Good grief, I'm starting to think I'm working for you. Come on, don't bite me. Oh, goodness, all right. She is not a tame cat. Welcome back, everyone, to the shop. In yesterday's live stream, we put the first coat of the fireproof concrete on the new Hell's Forge, and I went to put a second coat on last night, and it was still damp, so I waited till today. So we'll do a video on that together. A lot of you didn't watch that because you're not really into 4-hour live streams, which I get. So let's mix up the stuff, put the nice final coat on there, and I think we'll be ready. And then we got another little project we might do together. I should probably explain quickly what we're doing for those who have no idea what's going on here. So this is a kiln for blacksmithing to heat up metal, and it comes with like a fiberglass blanket in there that needs to be coated with this concrete-like substance that we put on the first coat yesterday. Now these fire bricks, I put them in there and let them kind of mold in to the wet concrete stuff there so that they fit better. So we'll pull those out, and then we'll go mix up the second half of this, and then we'll coat that, because this is going to be the finished coat, so we're going to want to make that really nice and clean. Apparently this fireproofing is pretty toxic stuff, and you don't want to breathe it. I just got my box fan blowing here. Little pro tip, if you have a finite amount of something that you're mixing with water, don't pour it all in. Leave yourself behind a little bit. That way, if you are like me and you always put too much water in it and you need to thicken it up and you don't want to wait an hour and a half, you can do that. I don't really know what this stuff is. It's able to withstand tremendous heat. We're supposed to put it on, it's not very thick. It's fragile though, like an eggshell. You know, I think it's really tough when it just comes to pure heat. But one problem I saw when I watched some other dudes doing this on YouTube was they didn't get all the clumps out of it, and that gave them problems trying to have a nice smooth finish. And we want it to be about like a milkshake. That's about right. I think we'll put the rest of this in and get a nice heavy coat on there. This will be the final coat here. This will be the front. But I found that if you can just kind of scoop this up on your brush and start with the middle. That way, if you start in the middle and work your way out, then you don't have to worry about getting it all over your hands. Right. So I'm just putting a heavy coat, about a brush width, and then we'll roll it. The instructions said to do this all in one coat, and my buddy Brian, he just did his, and he said, I'd probably, if I did it again, I'd do it in 4 coats. And I mixed up quarter, and I realized I think 2 coats is probably, if you mix the right consistency and you don't have any lumps in it, 2 coats is nice. Let it sit for 24, and then it gets a nice crust on it, and then you can come in like we're doing right now, and you've got kind of got a foundation started. I put tape around the outside of that as well, so I don't have to clean up a bunch of mess. Now that's half done. I'll simply do the same thing over here. Well, gentlemen, I have to say that looks pretty good. I put it pretty thick on the bottom, just a little bit extra support. So we decided yesterday, corporately here, that it was best to set these fire bricks in when it was, very careful with this, when it was still setting up. That way we can almost have like a little notch for them. And I'd like to have that out proud just a little bit. That way, or flush anyway. That way, as you're going in with material, you're not bumping into this more delicate portion. They go right in here. And is that level? Does that look level to you? Maybe down a little bit. That's it, right in there. And we've got another one on the other side. If we can get those to sit flat and not have a lip that we're going to bump into if we wanted to slide something longer in there, I think is going to be important. It's pretty fussy, this. Now, how's that look? Are we, nice transition there. We've got our propane tanks mounted. We've got the three, those are 25 gallons each, so 75 gallons of propane and bolted to the wall. I bolted those to the wall because the boss baby, aka the Sweet Loaf, has kind of shown interest in working in the shop with her papa, and there's full of hazards in here. Things that I would normally put up with, like those things, I can't with her in here. So I'm going through trying to find everything, make sure everything's got a sheath that's sharp or locked up or not going to fall on her. So let me show you these brackets. They're really nice. I found them on Amazon. They were USA made. They're just perfect for this. Aren't these straps nice? They're thick. They're probably 1/8-inch steel. I mean, heavy duty, nice hardware, big, nice rubber protectors in there. I was going to put 2 per tank, but once I put one on, I realized, oh goodness, these are super strong. They're held in there with 4 5/16 lags, or 2. I only put 2 in. You could put 4, so that is going nowhere. I got these little gauges too, these adapters. I don't think I showed you last time. I had to get different ones. When I bought these tanks, I didn't realize they had the wrong end on them. This is the regulator for the forge, and I need the end like a normal tank, like you'd have on your gas grill, right? So I found these adapters on Amazon, and they're kind of cool. They adapt this thread, and they also to the barbecue style, right? And they also give you a gauge. So just with a glance, you can see what the, I always forget these propane are backwards, aren't they? Yeah. It's confused more than one man, hasn't it? So this will go on here now, and I'm not going to build any elaborate manifold system, anything like that. These tanks will last a long time. I'll just switch them over manually right here. So when we fire that forge tomorrow, all we've got to do is hook up our regulator and we're good to go. Well, them boys were stingy with that rubber hose there. That's going to be a little bit short, but I might have an extension, or I can have one made, extend that out to 6 feet or so. But that's basically where the forge is going to want to go. So you can kind of see here how the layout's going to be. The toolbox won't be there, but it'd be nice. One of our next projects is going to be to build a cart or a suitable stand with a rest on it where we can go right, heat our material, and then right to our anvil right here. So that is starting to take shape. Now I need a post vise. If anyone has a good quality post vise they want to sell and ship over here, let me know. All right, what are we going to do now? Is that it? I can't fire the forge. Oh, I've been getting a little bit late start today. I got, should I talk about this now, or should I roll it into a next video? Yeah, I'll talk about it now. So during yesterday's live stream, my end frame here. During yesterday's live stream, several folks were asking, whatever happened to the community center that we were talking about building on the commercial lot. And I was a little evasive. I wasn't evasive. I couldn't tell you because Mrs. W and I have so many plates spinning right now.